Hey, you know, when pounding things, I've always had good luck using a hammer. Son?
Yeah.
What is it that's got you so frustrated?
Jess? Oh, Marty.
Hi. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stop your run.
No, I could use a break, thank you.
Wow, so how many miles do you do?
Not that many lately.
Oh, well, it is a great way to work out tension.
What are you doing here?
I'm actually working through some stuff myself about Spencer Truman.
You're not mourning him, are you?
Yeah, I'm probably the only one.
Yeah.
I just, he was a cool man and a murderer, but I just can't help but think, what if he got help? Early on, what if, so many tragedies could have been avoided.
Yeah, well, that may be true, but the real tragedy would be somebody going to prison for killing him.
Miss Kramer, do you remember Todd being here last night?
Am I in trouble again?
No, just tell her what he wants to know.
Todd, shut up. All right, she can answer for herself. Miss Kramer, can you confirm that Todd was here last night?
I'm sorry. I can't do that. What are you doing here, John?
I want to come back to work, Bo. I don't want the Truman case.
John, you're not ready to come back to work.
Look, I know I'm not much to look at, but believe me, I'm up for it.
Well, if that's true, I'd love to have you back on limited duty.
No, Bo, I don't want some desk job. I want the Truman case, and if it's open, I'd like to be the lead investigator.
Well, why, John? Why does it have to be you?
Since day one. I don't think anybody's more qualified to handle it than me.
If you're healthy enough.
He's not.
Stay out of this, Natalie.
It's too soon, John. Your first priority is getting better.
Hey, look, sitting around in my room all day having people tell me what I can and can't do is not making me any better. All right? Bo, I want to work. I need to work. All right? If you need a note from my doctor, I can get it.
No, I understand exactly what you're saying, and I agree with you. I think work can help people recover. But the Truman case has already been assigned.
Can't it be reassigned?
You're too close to it.
That's exactly why I need in on it, Bo. I mean, this case has consumed most of my life. I'm not ready to give up on it right now.
The case that you needed to solve was your father's murder, and you did it. As far as this department is concerned, you proved that Spencer Truman murdered Thomas McBain.
Bo, I didn't go through all this just so he could get away with it.
He didn't. He's dead. It's ironic that your father's murderer was a murder victim himself.
I don't care too much about the irony, Bo.
Look, I've got a task force working on this. They're going to solve the Truman case. It's just a matter of time.
Well, what difference does it make who murdered Spencer? He's dead. John got what he wanted.
What do you mean?
Do you need help?
No, I know exactly what I'm looking for. Thank you. No, it was just a big coincidence. Of course I got your milk.
This is kind of lame, huh?
Lame, are you kidding me? It's genius. It's a perfect way for the teachers and the principal not to find us talking to each other and have a cow and threaten to call our parents.
How's your mom?
She's gonna be fine. Thank God.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry I dragged you into all that last night.
No, I completely understand. You wanted to tell Spencer to leave your mom alone.
Yeah, but if I knew that you were gonna have to see what you saw...
It was pretty creepy. The 2 dead bodies.
And having to deal with your dad.
I can handle my dad, especially now. I think the reason why everybody was so freaked out about you and me was because of all the stuff that Spencer was doing. But now that he's gone, I think it'll calm down.
Well, I hope you're right.
I know I am. My family's problems are finally over. I know it.
What the hell's the matter with you, Eddie? I was here last night. We were discussing things.
Blair, don't be angry. Todd doesn't want me to lie.
That's right. You tell them, Eddie, please.
The reason I can't say Todd was here last night is because he made me promise not to tell Blair. I broke my word
No.
to you. I'm so sorry,
No,
Todd.
don't worry about it. You're doing the right thing.
I am?
Yes, these people need to know the truth.
So what, Todd? You came here to visit Blair's mom to shoot the breeze?
Oh, don't be an idiot.
Todd, that's not nice.
What did you come here for, Todd? And why last night?
He wanted me to talk some sense into Blair.
Really?
Yes, really. I wanted her to convince Blair that by refusing to marry me, Blair is making the biggest mistake of her life. Are you satisfied? I was here last night. Eddie just confirmed it.
I don't want to state the obvious, but Miss Kramer is a mental patient. She'd be confusing what happened and when.
It's possible. For as long as I've known Addie, she's been known to tell the truth too much. Still, it would be nice if we could get someone to corroborate this story. Now we're just going to have to accept it the way it is.
Well, then Todd's off the hook. I mean, he has an alibi for last night. There's no evidence at the crime scene to link him to the murder.
You don't have to come back to the station with us, but don't go far. I may have some other questions for you.
Oh, are you kidding me? I'm sticking around. See how this thing plays out.
Miss Kramer, thank you for your patience. Thank you for your help. Blair, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
Sister, thank you very much.
Mama, I am so sorry. They bothered you, and Todd had no right to get you involved in all of this.
Todd was
no
bother. We had a very nice visit, but my heart was breaking when I heard about the sad story.
What sad story, Mama?
That Todd asked you to marry him again, and you said no. Todd wants you to say yes very badly.
I know he does, Mama.
And I think you should say yes, too. Please say yes. Yes, too.
You should see the look on your face. Can't believe that sweet little Jessica would side with a murderer, huh?
No, I don't know why I'm surprised. Your opinions are the majority. I just never expected to hear that from you.
Yeah, well, I have changed a lot. Actually, I am still changing.
Did something happen? I mean, recently.
Why do you ask?
Well, just the last time we talked, you were concerned about your, feelings of familiarity with Nash, and I was just wondering if there's a past.
Yeah, sure have.
Well, that's great. That should be a relief, right? I mean, it is, isn't it?
No, it's not, because I'm a big fat liar. The feelings haven't gone away. If anything, they've gotten worse.
Oh, have you been staying away from him like we talked about?
Well, yeah, I've been... He's working a lot at Capricorn.
Okay, but you don't work there.
I know I don't, and I've been trying to stay away from the club, but we keep on running into each other anyway, and...
Oh, Jess, what happened?
I was at the gym, and the spa attendant told me that Antonio was in the steam room. So I went in because I wanted to surprise Antonio.
Surprise him naked?
Yes. Surprise him naked, which I know is a test thing to do, but I thought it would be fun. Anyway, Antonio wasn't in there, but Nash sure was.
Oh my God, that must have been so awkward.
Yeah, to say the least. It got even more awkward when I dropped my towel. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. It was humiliating, and then it got weird and intense.
Wait, how so?
He told me that he had feelings for me, and then he kissed me.
And how did you respond to that?
I kissed him back.
Who?
I cheated on my husband.
Yeah, it's just frustrating how much there still is to get done here, you know?
Well, I thought Antonio had hired a contractor.
Yeah, he did. For all the other buildings, but not the cottage. There's all these little things, you know? I gotta have it done by the spring planting. It's just like you said, it's frustrating.
Well, it's a damn shame that everything is just so frustrating. Yeah.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I thought you and I should have a little talk.
Uh-oh.
Haven't seen much of you since Antonio and Jessica's wedding. And you are, after all, the father of my granddaughter. Not to mention the fact that I thought we had developed this friendship.
Yeah, we have. We are. You've been very gracious to me. You're the only person in your family who's actually welcomed me. I appreciate that.
I enjoy your company, Nash. So, if you want to take a break, why don't we go over to the local watering hole? I'll buy you a drink. We can catch up.
You know what? I'd love that, but I'd never get this place finished. But I'll tell you what, if you don't mind slumming it, I opened up a fantastic bone-dry bottle of Fume Blanc.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
I want to thank you for taking care of Bree the other night to allow Jesse and Antonio to come to Paul and Renee's party.
Oh, come on, you have to thank me for taking care of my own daughter.
She's a wonderful little girl. Thank you.
Yeah. How was the party?
Well, it was great, actually. It's no big affair. Just the usual suspects were there. I mean, Bo was with Paige, and Antonio and Jessica, of course, and Vicky and I were there.
Vicky and I?
Yeah.
Vicky and I, like... Vicky and I? Not my business?
No, it's all right. I don't mind talking about it. Vicky's not only the mother of my children, it's just that I care about her quite a bit.
Yeah, it's just maybe why you get that little cowboy glint and smile on your face every time you mention her name.
That obvious, isn't it?
Yeah. Just that I thought that you were with Dorian.
I don't know where I stand with Dorian. I don't know where I stand with Vicky, as a matter of fact. But the truth is, I care about both of them for totally different reasons. I mean, Vicky is patient and steady, and she's honest. And Dorian, on the other hand, she's, a little wild and a lot unpredictable, and she has only this passing knowledge of the truth, and that's something about her I don't care for.
By patient, steady, and honest, you do mean judgmental, bullheaded, and...
I wouldn't go there, son.
It almost sounds like you could have been talking about Jessica and Tess.
Tess and Jessica are the same woman, Nash.
Same amazing woman. More wine.
Nash, are you developing feelings for Jessica?
Jessica is the mother of my child.
That's not what I asked. The question is, do you have feelings for her?
I suspect that I have the same feelings for her as you have for Vicky. I mean, after all, we both have children with, the woman in question.
Nash, come on, what are you talking about? That's a non-argument. Because there is one monumental difference. Vicky is single, and she's free to see anybody that she wants. Jessica, on the other hand, is married to Antonio, who considers you a friend.
And I consider him a friend.
Now, Jessica was in love with Antonio long before she met you, and she has pledged to love him for the rest of her life.
Yeah, I was at that wedding.
Nash, consider this a friendly warning. If you allow yourself to give in to your feelings for Jessie, you fall in love with her. You and several other people are going to be hurt, and I'd hate to see that happen.
You know, lots of people lose the person they love. But some people get lucky. Some people wake up and find they've fallen in love again.
That does happen, of course. And if you've accepted the fact that Tess is gone, she's not coming back, maybe it's time for you to move on and find happiness with somebody else. But what it is you can't do, Nash, is transfer your feelings for Tess.
I would never do that. I am appreciating Jessica for the woman she is.
You're appreciating this woman as Jessica.
Yeah.
Are you going to act on your feelings, Nash?
Well, have there been any other incidences where you've been alone with Nash? I mean, besides the one in the steam room.
Isn't that enough?
So you haven't seen him since?
We were together at my apartment the other night.
What happened?
He told me that he wanted to kiss me again.
And what did you say?
I reminded him that I'm a married woman.
Okay.
And we agreed that we probably shouldn't be alone together.
That makes sense.
Yes. And we're going to stick to it. Even though I feel guilty. I feel horribly guilty.
Okay. You kissed a man that wasn't your husband in an unusual circumstance at a vulnerable moment, and you have vowed never to do it again. Have I got that right?
Yes.
Okay. So you need to ask yourself what it is that you were feeling guilty about. I mean, is it just about the incident, or is it because you felt something then and you still have feelings for Nash?
I can't believe we have to keep sneaking around like this.
Wow, that was close.
Wouldn't it be amazing if we could go to the movies or go ice skating?
You skate?
No. Actually, I rollerblade. I was just saying that because that's what people usually do on dates in the movies.
Yeah, I skate. Actually, I played on my hockey team at my last high school right after the football season ended.
Ice hockey in San Diego?
Indoor rinks.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of stuff that we don't know about each other, huh?
I wonder if we'll ever be able to learn.
Yeah, we will. Someday. Definitely. You know, we'll go see a bunch of movies, and I'll teach you how to ice skate, and we'll hold hands, you know, if you're lucky, that is.
Someday.
I wanted Truman dead. No secret there.
John, you need to rethink this. You're still on medication. There might be side effects still.
Don't do this, Natalie.
I'm trying to help.
Let's not do this here.
John, this isn't good. You need to get home.
And you need to leave, so Bo and I can talk business.
Oh, please, say something. Don't let him do this.
Natalie, I'm sorry, but John and I do have some things that we need to discuss alone, so I think maybe you should honor his request and wait in the squad room. was that she was talking about some side effects?
None, Bo. I'm no longer on those meds. There's nothing that I can see that would stop me from handling this case.
And you want this case so badly because...
I gotta prove something to myself, Bo. And for the old man's sake, I gotta do it right.
I know you're loyal to your dad's memory. And that loyalty took you all the way to Thailand, and a couple of times it almost got you killed. That's what concerns me.
What's that?
The field of suspects in this case is wide open. Preliminary lists of names, some on there are well known to you.
So what?
Are you anxious to run the Truman case because you're afraid that someone that you care about is the killer?
A lot of people I know wanted Truman dead.
Manning's one. You thought he got a raw deal when Truman set him up?
Who doesn't think that?
Then there's your brother.
Michael's no killer.
Yeah, but his father was murdered too.
Oh, are you suggesting that I want this job because I might want to be burying evidence or something?
I have to ask tough questions.
I know you do, so here's a tough one for you. What about Paige? She hated Truman as much as anyone. It's his fault she didn't even know her own son.
I know.
So she could be a suspect. Is anyone accusing you of using your position to manipulate the investigation or bury evidence? Come on, Bo, you know me. When it comes to being a cop, I never covered for anyone on anything, all right? And I don't think I could, no matter how much I cared about them. I just want to find the killer, whoever it is.
I'm sorry. You're just too close to this case, Jerry. You're too connected to the victim and to the suspect. So for your own good, I'm not going to let you near it.
Well, I have to get to geometry.
Can we do this again tomorrow?
What about today? But not here though.
Where?
Can you meet me after school? Maybe we could take a walk or something.
Where could we go that no one would be able to see us?
I can leave ahead of you and take the back route through town. And then you take the main road, and then we'll meet near the park.
You know, how about we meet on Gentry? That's 2 blocks away from the park, and it's a cul-de-sac. Not many people will be around.
Excellent. Just call my cell when you're on the way.
Sure you don't need some help?
No. I found exactly what I was looking for.
So much for finding our man.
Yeah, I got a feeling this whole thing's gonna become a media circus when it's done.
Manning's so strange. I feel like he'd almost rather lose his freedom than lose Blair Kramer in his life.
Oh, she's better off without him.
Somebody's got a history with the guy.
Well, who doesn't? Well, you haven't been here long enough to know, but you will. He's a user, a manipulator. Anyone around him always gets hurt.
Well, then why was Blair with him? They had 2 kids together, right?
2 great kids. That's the real tragedy.
I guess it always is.
Yeah. I mean, he lied to her a million times, but she kept taking him back.
Is she forgiving?
To a fault. And I think if my wife lied to me, even once, it would be a deal breaker.
I love Antonio. I feel guilty because I did something wrong, not because I'm afraid I'm going to do it again.
Okay, that's good. Look, just people handle guilt in many different ways, and some people they think what they did, it wasn't so bad, and if nobody was hurt by their actions, well then they can live with it, and the memory just fades away. But for some people, the secret, it doesn't just fade, and it just stays there in the forefront of their mind, and it dictates their behaviors and their actions, and it just takes on a life of its own. And the only way to get rid of it is to talk about it.
Are you saying that I should tell Antonio everything?
I'm saying you need to do what's right for you. I have no idea what to tell you. I'm sorry. It's just... Look, I do know this. Marriages, they have so many different bumps in the road. There's big ones and little ones, and some marriages make it and some don't. But I do believe that, a marriage that has a solid foundation based in love and respect, and it'll survive.
Todd loves you so much. You two belong together. And I still have my beautiful dress from the last time you tried to get married.
No, Mama, but it's just not that simple, okay?
Yes, it is that simple. Just follow your heart.
I will, okay? I promise you. I'll think about it.
Oh, I'm so glad. Isn't it wonderful, Todd?
It's time for your medication, Addie. Come, dear.
I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
This way. Look, I was appeasing Mama when I told her I would think about it. Because that's all I do, is think about it. I've thought and I've thought and I've thought until I feel that my head is going to explode.
All right. Now that you're better, let's take some time together. Spencer's out of the picture now.
This has nothing to do with Spencer, Todd. We cannot be together. I think it's just time we accept that and move on.
I won't accept it. Let's go home. Let's discuss this.
We don't live together anymore.
What, are you moving out? And you're not including me in this decision?
I hired movers to move the kids and me back to Dorian.
Well, how am I supposed to live without you? You have feelings for me, admit it.
I can't have feelings for you. I love my husband.
Yeah, I know, but admit it, you do. Come on, if you want to hate me for that, that's fine. If you want me to pretend to hate you, I can play that game too. We never got to talk about it again, but admit it, you have feelings for me.
The future's not going to be easy for me either.
Then why face it this way? Apart.
Because together it's deadly, Todd, and you know that. It's like an addiction. We come together and it feels really good, and we get on this high, and then reality sets in, and we come down, and it's the same old stuff over and over again. We hurt each other, we manipulate, we lie, and it's never, ever quite as good as we remember it to be.
Well, I don't see it that way.
It's because you're still on the high tide, but believe me, you'll come down, and you will remember the bad times.
No, I won't. Never again.
There's so many bad times, Todd. And our kids, they've got to be our number one priority. I can't survive you anymore. I can't.
Okay. So we'll change. We'll just make it work this time.
What makes you think that this time is going to be any different than
Because
it was the
we've
last
changed.
time? What?
We're not so selfish anymore, are we? We know exactly what's best for Star and Jack.
What is best for Star and Jack is that we are happy. Not that we're together, Todd. Now, they might not see that now, but they will. What's important is that they're happy. And I want you to be happy, Todd, and you will find that happiness without me.
I don't think that's possible.
don't want to talk about it anymore.
Hey.
Yeah, it must have been rough to have been married to a guy like Todd Manning. Rough to be married to anyone, from what I hear.
Well, you know, marriage is a lot of work. But it's a partnership. And you got to be willing to go the distance, you know, create an environment where both people can grow and prosper. You know, it's not easy. I mean, sometimes you just want to...
Cut loose.
Yeah, cut loose. Or be alone and have some downtime. But it's worth it. Definitely worth it. And then you learn how to, you know, kind of work through the rough patches together.
Jessica's really lucky.
No, we both are. I mean, not only do we love each other, but we trust each other, which, without a doubt, is the most important thing in a marriage. Trust.
Antonio's my friend, Jessica's his wife. They're both taking care of my baby. I want them to be very, very happy.
Nash, you're a man of honor. I do believe that. But even men of honor sometimes fall. Son, there are other people involved now. And if you give in to your feelings for Jessica, these people are going to get hurt. Yeah. Let it go. Whatever it was that started happening, let it go. You will be better for it. Thank you for the wine.
You want this case closed, Bo? You need me to head it up.
I made my decision.
As far as me being too connected to Truman, hell, a lot of people in this town were.
It's not going to happen, John.
Why's that?
Think about this. I could have a major problem with you in charge of the Truman investigation.
Which is?
How do I know you're not covering your own ass? How do I know you didn't kill Truman?
Nashville. Jessica.
No, it's me, Tess. And I have a bone to pick with you, you big jerk.
All right, I'm going to file the report from our visit to St. Anne's.
Hey.
Hi.
Dylan. How are you? Hey, you remember Officer Saeed, right? We're working on the Truman case together?
Yeah, I know. Nice to see you again, Talia.
Nice to see you. So, what brings you to the station?
I wanted to talk to you. Something happened. Where's Blair?
She's gone. Didn't work, Addie. She left me.
I'm going to tell you something, Todd. Something the sisters once told me. If you love something, let it go free. If it doesn't come back to you, it was never yours to begin with. But if it does come back, you get to keep it forever.
You're in pretty good timing, huh?
Perfect.
It's so cold out. Cold?
What are the two of you doing here together?
Marty! What are you doing with Star? What the hell are you doing with my kid?
You think I killed Truman?
I didn't say that.
John couldn't have killed Truman because he was at home in bed the entire night, so John had nothing to do with Spencer's murder.
Don't listen to her, Bo. She's lying.